Hey friends, Sunday, November 11th, my good buddy Tim and I took a really fun motorcycle ride. It was 230 kilometers round trip for me and a little less for him because he lives closer to the destinations. I started here at my house and went this way. I took 20 here past the university area. And this is where Tim lives, in this area. And then we met at McDonald's here somewhere. There. Iconic fast food burger and fries chain. They had a big mirror, one of those roadside mirrors. And not being up high, that thing is pretty big. So I took a picture of that. I was pissed off that morning. Everything went wrong, just trying to get my stuff out of the house. Had to keep going back inside. And then we met at McDonald's and I got there and I was third in line and the guy in the front ordered like 20 or 30 cups of coffee and there was only one register open. So the line ended up backing up clear to the door, maybe even outside, I don't know. Finally someone comes over and says, "Oh, I can help someone here." So I jumped on it and they're like, "Oh, not you, she's next." Yeah. So I was so pissed off. I got Tim to take a picture of me pissed off. The funny part was, after he gave my phone back to me, he smiled and leaned and started reaching in his pocket. He's like, wait, I want one too. And then that made me laugh and I was in a good mood for the rest of the day. From there we continued up 20 into the town of Xinhua. Xinhua is a place where I often get lost. And in the evening, I did. The next part is a pretty fun stretch of road. This road here is just the beginning of the foothills of the mountains. And you get here and you take 20E to cross over to NanHua. And there's like a straight section there that has a bunch of trees on both sides of the road. It looks really green and cool in the summer, but no, it's just okay. Not the greatest thing in the world, but check it out. We took 3 up to a small town, maybe a village, called Beiliao. This is called NanHua Reservoir. And here's a tunnel that goes through the first major ridge of the mountains. And that looks like this. Here you go around and this spot here, we call it the P stop. And I don't know why. Anyway, I was able to get a couple good pictures of the reservoir, but the trees are a lot taller than they used to be. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think they're guava trees. Or maybe mangoes. I don't know. I forget. There's nothing growing now. The next interesting spot, a little bit, was crossing the border from Tainan into KaoHsiung. It's uphill all the way here and then downhill all the way to where 20 continues. This is the town of Jiaxian, Gasen. And coming into town, this bridge was completely destroyed in 2009 with Typhoon Morakot. And they rebuilt it. All the bridges that they rebuilt, they painted lavender. And it's kind of faded now, but you can imagine what that looked like when it was freshly painted. It's pretty cool.
Hey man, you know that long, little bit windy downhill before the flatlands? There was a monkey in the road.
The thing you have to do if you go to Jiaxian is eat oaping. That is ice cream made from taro. Taro is a root vegetable that looks like a ball. It's pretty good. You'll notice that aboriginal people seem to love big, heavy wood furniture. Forget legs. Let's just get a big chunk of wood. That can be our table. Pretty cool. The next quite interesting place we went was a place called Holy Mount Zion. A cult lives up there. So you get in here and there's a zigzaggy road to get up to the top. There's like a kind of church or school. I've been to this big yard before. I don't know how to get there now. But anyway, that's a pretty bizarre place. Check out some of these pictures. The next thing we did is went through some Bunun tribe villages. Just going through here, you can see there's political campaign flags everywhere because election is coming up. So you'll notice that. Here's the next one. He's coming out of the village, and then here's this bridge where we stopped for a while. Here's Maya, and then here's the bridge where we took the pictures, and then up here there's this turnoff onto this road. This road actually crosses from KaoHsiung into ChiaYi, which is north of Tainan. So we're kind of making a loop this way. The road was in horrible condition. Two years ago it was nice. I was kind of like racing with other bikes on that road. But now they tried to quote unquote pave it using concrete instead of asphalt, and it's rough and terrible cracks and holes and everything. Not all of it, but it was much worse than 2 years ago. Here's where the crappy road starts. It goes around like this. And somewhere around here, there's a tea farm. Well, actually, there's quite a lot, but There's a pretty big tea farm that was very neatly manicured. Here's the KaoHsiung ChiaYi border. Okay, we crossed the border, and then somewhere in here, we came across these yellow flowers. These yellow bell-shaped flowers were hanging from the plant, and they sort of looked like the ones that in maybe South America they used to make a drug called devil's breath. I don't know if it's the same thing or not, so could anyone interested in botany please check that? Our goal at this point was to go through this village. It says Ali-san, but that's not what it is. Ali-san is the township name. The village is called ChaShan, which means Tea Mountain. And as you can see here, it says ChaShan Liangting. That's a gazebo. I hope that seeing a gazebo doesn't make me want to have to do something again. There's a very steep downhill set of switchbacks here after the gazebo. It's very steep. And we crossed the ChaShan Bridge. across the ChaShan bridge here, and then made it to QingYun Waterfall, which is one of our favorite places. Then here, there's another gazebo, and that's where we ate dinner. Tim made chili con carne, or maybe chili with kidney beans in it. Anyway, that was pretty good. Thanks, Tim. You're an awesome chef. From the DaPu bridge, our goal was to make it to DaPu, the town, because they have a filling station there, which we needed fuel, and it was just in time for the sunset, so we got some good pictures there.